And I'm back again. I forgot this other little trick. Load up, which you should know by now, in the kettle, dab, 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 dab. And that's the reason why we use a kettle, not a tin, because you never wipe your brush like that. Because remember, it goes all at the bristles, onto the metal bit, and onto your hand, and makes a big old mess. And when it's a new brush like this, I don't like getting them manky. Anyway, load up, and then we're going to start on this roundy bit, the mouldings. And I deliberately am flooding between the glass and the wood to make sure the paint goes right down inside there to seal that gap. And again, that way, if any condensation runs down the window, which it will do, if there was a big old gap there, it would seep in and rot the wood more. But I've already filled it with 2-pack wood filler, slightly beveled it, but now I'm just giving it that extra bit of flooding. And then I'll just trim that off later and scrape it with a glass scraper. And I didn't start in a corner where most people want to start, because it's a corner, you think better start in a corner. No, you start away from the corner and push it in, so there's not too much paint. And I come and do this one, same thing, that's looking good. Now I could use this brush for the whole job, but I find this will take more time because it's not very big, look, it's not very wide compared to the bit of wood that I'm doing. So I'm kind of labouring the job, but it's just to show you how good this brush is and how nice. And again, then go into the corner, push it in. Yeah, nice. This is a lovely brush. Oh, very lovely. And then do the edgy bit first. And again, most people want to do the easy bit first and then do the awkward, fiddly, edgy bit. But then is all that happens, if you do the flat, easy bit first and then you do the edgy bit, your paint will overlap on the flat bit you've just done and mess it up, and you have to do it again. So you always do the fiddly bits first, like the edgy bits, and then you just lay off the flat bits. So again, the internal corner, this bit, the fiddly bit, flood it right in there. And you always go in the direction of the grain. And then lay off the flat bit. This brush is lovely, 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 lovely. Yeah. So now I'll do this little roundy bit. And then I might leave that and come back with the flat brush, like I said. Have 2 brushes on the go. But any bits that are creeping around and overlapping, lay them off so you don't have a big fat ridge along there. So, and then make sure I get it down under here, and I'm overlapping onto the wall, which is fine. And then I will cut my emulsion in under here. So you overlap with this one and cut in with the emulsion. You don't cut in twice, you don't cut the woodwork in and then cut the emulsion in. Trying to join 2 lines together doesn't work. Now, I'll just show you by using this round one on here. This is not the best one to use. Look how long it's going to take me. Because it's not wide enough. Not wide enough. So that's when I would change over. Load up my brush. Load it up like it's been on the go for a while. So even your first brush stroke has a good amount of paint on there. Go in the direction of the grain. So anywhere where I'm overlapping onto a different bit up here. There's a bit of a dodgy bit there. A bit of flood of paint. This paint does dry pretty fast and it's quite a muggy day, so you do have to work fairly fast. And if you don't, the paint goes a bit chewy. There's a hair there, get rid of that. But this is only the first coat, so it's not going to look 100% perfect. But you don't want it patchy and streaky and bald bits here, there and everywhere. Oh yeah, nice. Look at that. Oh, yeah, very nice. Yeah, see what I mean about having 2 brushes on the go? And the other brush that's in my left hand, I've left enough paint on the bristles that it's not bone dry. Because the drier you leave it, the quicker it's going to dry out. So always leave paint on the brush, not too much that it's dripping everywhere. Oh, look at that, looks nice. There we go. Oops, and if I make a mess, just get rid of it again. There we go.